All right, take two. Take two. The cards are still here. I'm glad that I didn't put the cards away, obviously, because I didn't even finish your reading. So I started doing your summer love reading, Leo, and the camera started messing up about 4 minutes in, maybe. I just started, right? So I didn't go through all your cards. You have 5 here. I was still on. No, actually, I was on to the second card. But your first card is the Page of Cups here. Okay? Your second card is the Four of Cups. Now, what I was saying was, with those 2 cards, I didn't show the rest because I just started and then the camera messed up. Anyways. So, what I was saying was, I feel as though you are on a journey like the Page of Cups. Because I liking the Page of Cups to the Fool card. I actually think they're either, I don't know this for a fact, so but I think there's a backstory between the Page, or there's some relation to the Page of Cups and the Fool, like the individual in the Fool card. They're either related or the same person. Now, the reason why I say that is, I believe that the one of the slight differences between the Page of Cups and the Fool card is they're both free-spirited energy, but the Page, whenever they go on a journey, they're expecting something at the end. They're expecting a surprise. They're expecting, some results to happen, right? Whereas with the Fool is just there for the ride. They're not expecting anything. If something does happen at the end of the journey, they're like, cool. If something doesn't happen, they're like, cool. They are not expecting anything. They just want to go along for the ride. So, but both cards are very much, I want to go to on a journey type of cards, right? Page of Cups, no different in that situation. Again, just explain the difference. Why I feel though, like, excuse me, not cutting that out, but why I feel like this is kind of worrisome coming before the Four of Cups is because I think you were telling yourself that you weren't expecting something grand to happen while on this. You may have taken a route that I don't think many Leos take, like the free-spirited route. Not to say you're not spiritual or anything, but, you are, you can have Virgo ways and be very much, like, calculated as well, But you decided to do something different. And you were telling yourself, I want to be more, maybe free-spirited, and I want to be able to, I'm not expecting anything big. I'm expecting something, but nothing big. But I think you are expecting something big to happen. You are expecting something big. And because maybe whatever surprises you were getting weren't what you wanted, you're looking at it as somewhat of a disappointment. Like, you're like, okay, yeah, that happened, but it wasn't what I truly wanted to happen. Which is why I say it's kind of worrisome here. And by the way, before I get to the rest of the cards, the summer love reading, okay? Now I got to say this again because fucking Apple. But anyways, so we are in Cancer season, and I believe that Cancers have the biggest hearts of all the zodiac signs. I'm not saying Leos don't love, not saying anybody else doesn't love. I'm just saying Cancers love the hardest, right? Because of that, I believe Cancer season is the true love season. Not February. No disrespect to Capricorns. They already know this. I read for them yesterday and I told them to their face, so I ain't talking shit to them. But, so it's like, yeah, like, I believe this is the season of, like, the true season of love, Cancer season, right? And because of that, I've decided to, whatever signs I'm reading for this weekend, you were chosen by the generator for one of the signs, that I will be, giving y'all love messages pretty much about what you need to who or what you need to focus more love on. It could be the people in your life. It could be yourself. It could be, maybe just activity, maybe something. Maybe you are a creative individual and you've been putting off something and you need to focus on that something. I believe Taurus had that when I read for them yesterday. I believe it was Taurus. I read for Taurus yesterday as well. They had that, where it's like they were putting off something that they were passionate about for other people that didn't necessarily show them the love that they, were getting from said Taurus or whatever, right? So it could be the same for you. It could be something different. You have 3 more cards here. We'll get into it. But that's what I mean by the love reading here. So your next card is the 6 of Swords here. This is moving on. This is going toward a rite of passage, which is great to see. But the cards that come right after it, I still see you falling back into somewhat of a funk, where I feel like because things aren't moving as fast as you want them to, you're probably getting frustrated. You're in the mode of, I think, just frustration here, right? I also believe that you view yourself so highly, because you do, and you're actually refusing to show yourself, right? You're refusing to show yourself because you don't have it all together right now. You're dimming your own shine because you don't have it all together right now in your mind. I think whatever you were waiting for with the Cups cards, whatever you were expecting, whatever that cup is symbolic of, it hasn't happened. But you have got some things. You've gained some knowledge. You've gained some things with the 4 of Cups. You've gained some stuff. It just wasn't the exact thing, whatever that is, that you wanted. But because of that, you don't feel as though you're ready to shine. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because you have the Sun card in reverse. This is someone who pretty much lacks confidence. There is, I think there might be a leadership role. Like, I'm getting this idea. It could be for the specific Leo that is coming to mind for me. Could be someone else, right? But I feel as though there's a leadership role that you, I think, when I say I think you're ready for, I'm saying I think the universe is saying you need to be in this leadership role right now. But you don't believe that you're ready for it. And again, whatever you were expecting with the Cups cards that showed up, you're like, because I didn't get it, I'm not ready. I don't have, like I was saying, in your mind, you're like, I don't have all my ish together, so I'm not ready. When that in itself could be the reason why you need to get started. You can show up and show folk that you can show up and not be perfect. But you're waiting for perfection, whatever that looks like to you. And that's just not going to work. So that's what I'm getting here. Your last card is the Ace of Swords. This is confusion. This could be animosity as well, and cruelty. And honestly, Leo, y'all my cousins. So I'm keeping it real with you like I keep it real with everybody else. This energy, man, this negative energy that is here is all you're doing. You're the one holding yourself back. There's no one else holding you back. You're the one looking at whatever blessings you're getting and saying they're not blessings because it's not the thing that you had in mind. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite rappers, or my favorite rapper of all time, Gift of Gab, rest in peace to him. He has a line that says, I asked God for a plane and I looked to the sky. I'm a butcher the line, but it's like I asked God for a plane, so I looked to the sky. I haven't seen the plane yet. The boat, while I'm looking for the plane, the boat is passing me by, right? I know I butchered it, but it's literally like him saying, like, he was asking for something specific from God. And God, universe, whatever you want to say, he used the word God, so that's why I kept using God, was actually giving him the blessings, not in the same form, because he was, again, he used the imagery of looking for a plane, right? He wanted a plane, right? So he just kept looking at the sky, praying, give me a plane, give me a plane, give me a plane. While he's looking at the sky, there's a boat, literally. That's the imagery that he painted in this song, right? It's called The Hourglass. Go listen to a great song, right? One of the last songs he's made before his passing, unfortunately. But so again, he's looking up at the sky for this plane, right? He needs salvation, right? He's looking for a plane to save him, though. But there's a boat. There's a boat passing him by. There's a boat coming up to him, and it's passing him by. I bring that up, Leo, because I feel like that line perfectly personifies you. It's not that you're not being blessed. It's the one thing, you're being very specific with what you want, which there's nothing wrong with it, but again, with this idea that, and I say boat as well, because it could be a situation where you're asking God for a plane, and you really just need to be grateful that a boat is coming, because you're still going to get to the same destination. Whether a plane takes you there or a boat takes you there, it's better than being stagnant. It's better than being stranded on some island or stranded somewhere. Yeah, a boat might be slower, but it's still going to take you there, you know? So it's like, when I say this is your doing, it's not to insult you. It's to simply just say, like, yo, this is really like a mindset thing. And you can look at it like, well, I asked for a plane, like again, Gift the Gab was saying, I asked for a plane and he didn't send a plane, but he sent a boat. Is that not a good option? It's not the option that you wanted, but it's still better than not getting any type of blessing at all. So it's like, it's really up to you. It's really up to you on how you view your life situation right now. You know, all this unhappiness, this pessimism here, you not, again, allowing yourself to shine because things aren't perfect. The boat is passing you by. Maybe you still have time to catch the boat. I believe you do, but, you know, it's passing by. So it's really up to you on whether you want to hop on that boat or not, or you want to continue waiting for this plane. Or if you are asking for a boat, you don't want you want a cruise ship, not a little boat like this. At that point, it's a beggars can't be choosers type thing. It's like you begging for something. You can't really choose the mode you want. Do you want a boat or not? How it's relative to summer love? Honestly, I think that this has a lot to do with I'm going to say 50-50, honestly. I am going to say 50-50, but I kind of want to lean toward more 60-40. 60-40 being, I think you need to, this summer, you're being asked to love God more. This isn't on some religious doctrine type stuff. You do whatever you want to do at the end of the day, as I say to all the signs, right? But it's more so trust the universe is what I'm saying more. Like during this love season, and you need to, it'll be beneficial for you, let me just say, to trust the universe more than it would be for you to fight against it, you know? But that's your choice at the end of the day. That was the tarot. Hopefully this saves. We're about to get into the oracle now. If you've gotten anything of value from this video so far, please hit that like, comment, share, subscribe if you're not doing any of that. Once again, if you would like a personal read, you are able to book that with me by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box below. You can find the link to my podcast down there as well. So, yeah. Not really getting any jumpers for the oracle card. I feel like maybe the universe is like, nah, Leo got enough. I don't think so, universe. You know I love you, but I'm going to choose oracle for them. So, chose at the top. Oh, this card looks pretty. Ooh. Okay. Shield of Resilience. Hey, lady. Let me stop. Employ your shield of resilience, guarding against external pressures while nurturing your internal strength in love and career. That last sentence especially really hit hard for this reading here. As I was stating, I feel like you're holding yourself back from a possible leadership position. A position that's going to put you in the forefront like the sun would be, right? And I feel as though, again, you're holding yourself back. Again, you're doing it, but you're holding yourself back because everything isn't aligned perfectly like you have it in your head. But if you truly love, God, the universe, you love yourself, you love this thing that you're poised to get, to be in position for, you're going to work with the universe. You're going to work with, you're going to trust that, God, the universe is going to work with you to get you to a level to where you're, I guess where you feel as though you're confident enough. Like, in other words, you're having imposter syndrome right now. I know all about that, Leo. Trust me, I do. But you're having imposter syndrome. You don't think you're good enough for this leadership role. That just came to mind. You know what I'm saying? 18 minutes of this video, and it just came to mind that that's what it is. That's what's happening here with you, is you are having imposter. One of the things, at least, is happening is you're having imposter syndrome. It happens to the best of us. But like with every case of imposter syndrome, it's not true. Meaning, when we think we're not as good as either other people say that we are, the universes even say that we are actually as good as people, as God say that we are. We're great. So I don't know how else I can help you with that. Like, honestly, at the end of the day, because even with that, that's something you're going to have to see. It doesn't matter if I, God, anybody else says you're great. If you don't see it, you don't see it, and that's not something other people can try to make you see it, but ultimately, if you don't see it, you don't see it. But that's what I have for you today, Leo. Quite the heavy one, but I hopefully helped out a bit. If you got anything of value from this reading here, please hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you would like a personal read, once again, shoot me an email. You can find that in the description box below, as well as the link to my podcast. All right. Hopefully this does save this time. The camera didn't mess up like it did last time, so we'll see. I would like to thank you for trusting me, for being your intuitive reader for today, or at least one of your intuitive readers for today. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, until next video, you see me when you see me. Take care.